It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Bobby Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. He understands everything is on the line in this rivalry matchup. He had a conversation with his team with the conference championship and the playoffs on the line. They have to keep their poise and composure. They can't let a rivalry game knock them off their path. We'll see how composed his team can play today. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Say it. Good timing on the quick out. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
Oh, a lot of space. Brought down after the huge gain, gets us up and set up at the 27. He's up to 55 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Say it. Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2, so always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's Underwood. Fires one high and deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. He now has 61 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Here's Sayin to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Buckeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down. He might want another play. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Looking for room. It's Jackson. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the red zone, it's Jackson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
There's a crease. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got the quick pass. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Fires to the right. Intercepted, number 19. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go right back to it. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Motion from the wide receiver. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag.
Here we go. Ready? Red 18. Red 18. Hey, move. Slide.
Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
There's nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. To the air on first down. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, that can be a good change-up. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Looking to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come in.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go right back to the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Sayin makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Maybe some room here. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone.
Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye! His 3rd touchdown of the game and 20th of the season. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Got him downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this.
He's got it inside the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air, stepping to the right. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge.
Now on the move. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Ready. Wide. Go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Gets the back moving. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. A long way to go on 4th and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Going for 6. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Zayn grabs it in the middle. They got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Quarterback making checks.
Ready, go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Escapes the pressure going right.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Zayn from the gun on 3rd down. Going downfield for the big play. Snags it on the right. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Zayn. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here's the pressure. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Sends it back in motion. 4th down, saying. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Keep it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The run inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the 1st. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're going to ride this running back. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's the Wildcats in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the left to Smith. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Got a man in the middle.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got his man in the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And he made the extra point without problem. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. No, it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They feed him again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to him on the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Punting on 1st down, but why? A low line drive and short kick. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Throwing, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Smith's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
And the Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside, it's Jackson. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to run for it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. He has 60 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the ground, it's West. Pulled down for the tackle.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
It's complete on the right side. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the sure tackle to turn it over on downs?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Play fake, Underwood. Lets it fly. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch. Let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. I mean, are you so worried about what could go wrong on 4th down that you're going to try to punt on 3rd down in case of, I don't know, a bad snap or something? Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And there he goes! Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Say it. He's got the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Pucks it out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Ohio State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Now on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Say it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
To the air, it's Sayin. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Jackson. And he's in! Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
On target over the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through.
Going to take a shot. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Buckeye! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's Kansas State looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Ready to fire from the pistol. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Underwood. And wings it incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive.
Might have a chance. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense is really...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Again, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Julian saying to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Wide receiver going in motion. Let it go. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Ohio State. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood, under fire. It's complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Makes the grab and room to run. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's Buchanan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. To send the tight end in motion. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Pulls it in. Still running at the 40. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Again, it's Underwood. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Makes the grab. It's Marshall. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's complete. moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the delay, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Throwing, say it. The short hand, ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Tight end now in motion. From the gun on third down, say it. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Say it. Here comes the heat. Buried before he completes.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. Unloads to the wideout. A spectacular one-hand grab. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
So here comes the Michigan offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Marshall. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Finds a little space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy game, and I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Here's Underwood to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Right back to the well. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Brings into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Rides to the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loaded.
Maybe a crease. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Making side adjustments here. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin shoots it to the left. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Chambers. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It'll be 3rd and long. Underwood unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stumbled to the ground. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Throwing, Underwood. Quickly complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going for the goal line. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They got it! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. Say it. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Running inside, it's Jackson. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year,